Pages torn away. We also haven't gone to the cottage in the modern day yet either. Did it look like that one? And really, I can sense every detail of these clothes. This place makes me see things, sending my senses into disarray. Okay. Leave the hammer here. Might be something we have to follow up on later. Still got a chunk of the house to explore, right? Yeah. Well, no, there's nothing else blue, but we can go to the village, so let's go there. Anything else in here before we go? Oh, I didn't see that. No wardrobe. This looks more like a confessional. Oh, that's a statue. Put these here while waiting to replace it? I possess it? No. Here with scattered trinkets. Note hidden in the frame. Oh, really? Remembrance of our discoveries and hard-working sleepless nights. Forrest will miss you, Anton. That was the one who was supposed to be working with his mother? Or her mother? Anton, the name doesn't ring a bell, but he might have some answers for me. The woods are behind the manor. I should follow his lead. Now we can go to the forest. Kind of like in the town first, to be honest, but you hit an M for map and it's tab. A tab. Let's get some data. I feel like I was supposed to go there first. Or was there anything adjacent to up here? Not that I can access yet. Okay. Going downtown. Welcome to Oakmarsh. Oakmarsh? We never did go there often. I've always preferred less crowded places. But the streetlight doesn't cover me one bit. There's an unsettling atmosphere here. Found a suitcase here in the village? Something bad with them. It's late, but that doesn't explain the silence. There isn't a soul around. Seems evacuated to me. Seems like the only one taking care of this place, provided that she still has someone to protect. A few pieces of decoration here. Oh! Like a brochure of some kind. Dunchurch Dance, 8 to 12. In front of the village hall. Never forget your gaze that night, your beloved Alexander. Okay, so this is like something to do with Alexander's girlfriend? Journal entry from 14 November 1940. A letter has been slipped between the pages. My dear sister, after the bombing, our beautiful city of Coventry offers the terrible spectacle of devastation. War has turned most of the monuments to ruins. Everything here is bleak and desolate. Only one spire is left from St. Michael Cathedral. Burnt buses cover the streets in which Lady Godwin once rode, or Godiva once rode. There are thousands of victims. Those who survived hold up in what's left of their houses. They try to organize as much as possible. King George came to display his deepest sympathy to the population, who bravely shows that Coventry, like London, will not surrender. From what I learned in your letter, Oakmarsh is still prey to the terror the manor has inspired for many years, and will need some courage too. Villagers seem to be worried that madman Elrius encourages Annie's insane research. Oh, you're new. But can't we imagine that his faith will, on the contrary, encourage him to protect her from whatever power she is about to unleash? So my niece Sally is hiding in the village with Alexander. They seem in great danger. What do you know about their intent? Knowing your daughter's daring nature, I suppose nothing will stop them. I can't believe Alexander left his family. I believe he pursues a purpose we do not know. Perhaps he did find a way to conjure the malediction that weighs over his kind. Hopefully the villagers' anger will not interfere. You need a lot of courage, and you can count on me. With love, your brother. Okay. Fruits are practically fossilized. This house must have been abandoned a long time ago. Journal, anything else? Oh, wall panel. Took a painting off the wall. They only took the valuables with them when they left. We gotta find that painting. It's locked by some kind of mechanism. The buttons look like constellations. So Aquila. I'm just guessing. Nope. I should probably find answers. The water had plenty of time to evaporate. Too long before this cupboard collapses. Oh, notebook left here by the former inhabitant. Oh, remember to hide the Ouija board. Attic. Oh, there's a Ouija board. Okay. Find this notebook. Please return to George Stanford, Willowbark Road, Oakmarsh. I was both impatient and anxious about seeing Professor Abram Blackwood this morning. His dour mood shows no signs of improving, but at least he seems coherent. He came in with his arms full of oddities. Electrical instruments, measurements, dog-eared books that had turned yellow with age, and a board carved with letters and numbers. A Ouija board to communicate with, he said. To hell with communicating with those things. I chose to get away and let him mutter to himself on the ground floor while I took Sally to the Sampsons. When I returned, Professor Blackwood confirmed my suspicions. There's something more here. There's indeed something here. Some sort of activity, he said, but nothing dangerous. Nothing dangerous? I'd like to see him standing in the middle of those flying objects. I heard noises at the entrance last night, but when I went downstairs, there was nothing there and nothing had moved. I don't know if I'm going mad or if this presence is trying to convince me I am. Professor Blackwood wants to come back tomorrow to pursue his research. One of his grandsons, Gabriel, if I'm not mistaken, will be here with him. They don't go out often, those children. But Gabriel seems like a good boy, very pleasant. Completely different from his father. Okay. And downstairs. Aha. Which still work? Ding. Oh, this pen is disgusting. What's more, I think I might be looking at the only signs of life at Oakmarsh. Somebody's left a note. So many notes. I left the key at Sampson so he could make a copy of it. The original small gray and has a label the same color at the base. For now, please don't lock the main door. Oh, that's the door, probably the key to the house. Quite unsettling. Anything else over here? Locked door pose a problem if I need to get through it with an object. Okay, so we gotta find the key for it. Wells are fun. That still is the handle. I probably need to get that in the house somehow. Oh, what's this? On the wall, like a hidden opening. Where does it lead? Sort of underground shelter? Who would settle down in this cesspit? Water most likely seeped in from the openings. It must have been stagnating for years. Shopkeeper used to keep a logbook. Maybe I'll find some clues here. 14th November. A strange silence surrounds the manor. I was fetching wood around the forest when suddenly all of the animals went quiet. At dusk, most uncanny, that's for sure. 16th November. Rumors of bombing in Coventry. Curse them. I hope they don't turn their attention to an isolated place like Oakmarsh. 21st November. The old woman came by the Stanfords and left a few minutes later. She looked like she was in a hurry. I feel ill at ease when she's around. You never know what she thinks, even if she's looking you straight in the eye. The less I see of her, the better. 2nd November. A young Blackwood came today. Alexander, I think. He wanted to rent the flat behind the shop. An old storage room and a stable aren't much, especially for a well-bred child, but it's more money in my pocket, so I said yes. He seems normal enough, but I'll keep my eyes peeled. 15th of December. Lights over Blackwood, and there were no Christmas decorations or bombers. 16th December. I swear I heard something. I heard screams coming from there. They echoed across the whole valley. I'm still shaking at the thought. 25th December. Merry Christmas. 25th January. Going to the manor always made me anxious, but now it's all the more terrifying. I can almost hear whispers coming from the walls, something haunting, like a word repeated over and over and over until it sounds strange in one's mind. I could still hear it. It was something like Emphigor. Emphigor, Emphigor, Emphigor. It never stops. I felt the air shiver and the roof shifted. I ran back to the village, shouting at the top of my lungs. That settles it. I'm closing up my shop, and I will never leave here again. 20th January. Wait, are those the same dots like the ones that appeared on the page? Emma and George are leaving. They will be leaving their daughter here, though I don't really understand why. I suppose she wants to stay with Alexander. I think they're right. There's nothing else that can be done here. I should leave too, visit my boys in London if they haven't forgotten they have a father. Okay. Book. Anything else? I haven't brought books, lots of them. Oh, coming up. Oop. Device seems to be made from magnetic tapes. How does it work? Pardon me. Yeah, we like just tripled the size of the explorable area, apparently. It was blocked by a broomstick and is doing its job all too well. Okay, well, we'll leave this down here for now. Unless I can possess the broomstick? No. Thought it might be worn and rusty, but I don't think I have to try using it. Probably on the broomstick. Around for a minute. Theme music for the village dance, summer of 1939. They've seen the margin. Young girl, full of life, dancing and laughing by the piano. Sally. Oh, this is Alexander's place, I guess. I go through this wall. Something's pushing me back. Not an uncommon hindrance around here. What a peculiar instrument. What is it? Is it for listening to or for singing through? Oh, there's that song. I see the ladder there, but we're gonna see if I can't cut open the door here. Door isn't locked, but it's blocked by something. Not anymore! Get some. He doesn't fit the description. Okay, so gotta be one of these. A cute label the same color. That's the one. I have to do now is check if it fits the kitchen door at the house at the entrance of the village. Okay. Let's go unlock that door, and then we can come back here. We'll look around while we're here. Hey, small tools. If you could ask some oil and some detergent. You used to see Samson hard at work in this workshop at night. I remember it was like it was yesterday.